Good afternoon, everyone. I'm reconvening this special session at 1:40 p.m. Ms. Bell, can we have a roll call, please?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Trustee Ojapinti?
Here.
Trustee Salahuddin?
Here.
Trustee Ian Garrett?
Present.
Vice President Lee?
Here.
And President Tejada?
Here. Item number 8, report out of closed session. There is nothing to report. And let's move on to the consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Move to approve consent.
Second.
Actually, I would like to pull, I have a raised hand. I'd like to pull item 9.A2.2 for discussion from the agenda. Thank you.
Okay, so we will pull that out of consent. So we have a motion to approve consent with that pulled. And a second, do we have all in favor to approve 9A1 and 9A2.1?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. So now we have pulled item 9A22, is that correct? The service and consultant contract approval for Curative Labs. Mr. Ojapinti, you have a question?
Yes, so it's good to see that we have a contract here on the agenda for that, for a contract with Curative. My questions, I guess, are one, what are the changes, the updates to the contract? Because I know we have a pre-existing contract with Curative. And two, its financial impact is charged to COVID funding. Is this to reflect the ongoing funding that we're already funding, the payments that we're already issuing to Curative, or is this additional funding or new funding that we are applying towards these testing services? And what is the expanded scope of the service, if anything?
Ms. Presta.
Well, I did not negotiate this contract. I'm going to let Ms. Baswino talk about the changes. I will address the funding though, because Trustee Ojapinti, there's COVID funding that we heard about, that we have received, that we haven't received, that we just heard about. So there's, I can't answer you if it's the COVID funding that we've already received or if it's the COVID funding that we will receive. We just know that when we do the student testing, we will make use of those COVID funds. And Ms. Van Raphorst isn't here, so she could answer that more specifically, but it will just be from COVID funds. I don't know if it'll be federal funds or, I don't know which funding source it will come from the COVID funds. So Ms. Baswino, there was an addendum. Yeah. Can you address what changes there are?
Yeah. So the addendum is just strictly for if and when we test students, we would be charged the $40 for the students. So before we weren't being charged to test adults, our workers, but Curative, like all others, they don't test for proactively. You get charged to test proactively if they're not a staff member. So students who we want to test proactively, they would charge $40 per student. That's the addendum.
Okay.
And
answer
if
your question?
Yeah, thank you for that. I would say even staff who will be possibly receiving testing under, the MOU we're discussing today, will they be fit into this contract as well, or is that kind of as proactive, or how is that fit in?
We have been testing staff for a long while now, and they're tested weekly. It's voluntary, but they're tested weekly, and that's under the Curative contract that this is an addendum to. It's already covered. So staff is already tested through Curative.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. So without any other questions, do we have a motion to approve item 9A22 service and consultant contract approval, Curative
moved.
Labs addendum?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. So we no public comments. Do we have consideration of future agenda items?
Well, I just want to say,
Mhm.
President Tejada, that I know this has been a really hard time for you, and we are so happy to see your face and have you back with us.
Thank you.
And we still know that you could take as much time as you need, but it's just happy to see you with the JUHSD fam. So.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not been
I
easy.
second that motion.
Thank you. That's why I have no makeup on, so. Yes, Ms.
Beautiful. Oh, I
Presta.
won't sing. I'm sorry. We're being recorded. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Ms. Presta?
I just actually wanted to thank Ms. Basuino, Ms. Lujan, and Ms. Casey for their excellent collaborative work. I want to thank Megan Carey, who also joined the team, and Ms. Casey's executive team. She might want to call them out. I don't know everybody who was in the room, but it took a lot of work, and it's been in my weekly message today. I'm going to also thank the whole district. These past few weeks have been really hard, and hard on everybody at all levels and in all roles. And I'm really proud of us because we have worked through and continue to work through some really challenging things as a community. So I'm just really proud, and I'm just really grateful. So thank you.
Ms. Casey?
Thank you. Glad to see you're back.
Thank you.
Rosie. I would like to thank actually my whole executive board, and then there are a few people that have spent extra time with me, and then there's other people that have come and spent time with Doreen and Dana and I and Megan. So David Gold from Jefferson, Alan Vu from Thornton, Kevin Murphy from Westmore, Mike O'Neill from the Bus Garage, Michaela Christensen from TN, Asra Ziadine from Jefferson, and other people have come in and out and helped out and given language, and there have been a lot of people that have asked questions that have been really good questions, and just to try and figure out the nuances. So thank you everyone for your work and help.
Thank you. I'm really proud of this district. I have been keeping track during this time and answering emails and watching 3-hour board meetings. But I'm super proud of this district, and I thought it really was imperative to have a special meeting, and I wanted to be a part of this. So thank you very much. There's nothing else. We are going to close to adjourn to closed session.
I
And
just want to echo the thanks. Thank you to everybody who worked on
Yeah.
this. And thank you to our community and parents for their patience.
absolutely.
And thank you to all our teachers and staff who, I know this has been hard, and I know this is a really challenging period for them. And I just want to say I appreciate everybody. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so this meeting is adjourned to closed session at 1:49. Thank you.